Wouldn't it be awesome if we had a manual to help us through life? Well, lucky for you, we got a podcast for it. Welcome and join us as we find out kung may prescription ba sa life as we sit down with extraordinary people who have a little more experience, life lessons, and wisdom to share to inspire all of us to be just as awesome.
Kwentuhan lang tayo from adulting, food, wellness, staying healthy, love life, to loving life and everything else in between.
We're your hosts. I'm Justin Quirino.
I'm Aaron Cristobal.
And I'm Dr. Sherry Chua. Thanks for being here with us today.
Samahan nyo kami as we talk about life to find the answer to the question kung may prescription nga ba sa life? Real talk to. Let's get started.
Okay, so there's like a big thing now online, this whole manifestation thing, right? Yeah, do you believe in the power of manifestation? Aaron, do you believe in this power?
1,000,000 bajillion
Wow,
%.
Wow.
Yes. I super believe in it. How about you, Doc?
Yes, ako din. Super.
I believe in it in a different sense.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in a different sense.
Would you
for
like
me.
to expound?
I could expound if you like. No, I mean,
All
I
right.
really believe that, like, so first of all, let's define it a little bit, right? So manifestation is bringing something tangible into your life through attraction and belief, right? It can also be called visioning. And it helps us set goals so we can work toward living our dreams, so to speak, right? So for me, I like to think of it in the more practical aspect. So for example, I'm very for people speaking positive things in their life, right? I'm very for people writing down audacious goals, the BHAGs, the big, hairy, audacious goal, right? I'm wary about thinking that this power comes from something mystical as opposed to that's really where I'm coming from, right? So I think like a lot of the practices of manifestation, like I agree with. I agree with making like a vision board, something like that, as as a daily reminder, of the person you want to become, right? All for that. I'm all for that. So that's where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. Yeah. It's good that you still
Yeah.
actually it's just where it's coming from.
Yes,
that
exactly.
that we don't have the same but
Perhaps.
the belief
perhaps.
itself,
Which is fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's still basically the same idea. And I think like a lot of people have been using this very publicly as well.
Yeah.
Like for example, 'di ba, nag-trend yung manifestation ni Maine Mendoza because Yaya Dub, she said she will come out on TV one day. She did, and her tweet said exactly, I promise one day you'll see me on TV. So, na-manifest yun. Tapos, sabi pa niya, malay niyo, ako ang hinahanap niyong next superstar. And then, mom and dad, one day I'll make you proud. And then, she just took off. She fulfilled that promise. She made her debut on Eat Bulaga's One for All. And Yaya Dub came to existence.
Oo
Diba?
nga. Ito naman, sino ba naman ang hindi makakalimot din sa Twitter manifest ni 2015 Miss Universe Pia Wurtzbach? Naalala nyo ba nung natalo ang ating boxing champ na si Manny Pacquiao against Floyd Mayweather back in 2015? Pia posted this tweet, "Kalma lang guys, ako bahala, babawi tayo sa Miss Universe." And then, her manifestation became a reality when she was crowned as Miss Universe 2015 in Las Vegas, Nevada in the US.
Diba? I like it. I'm still gonna go with visioning. I like the visioning term more, no? But definitely these are the proofs that dreams do come true. And I think that once you set your mind on something and you really believe that you can achieve it, I think you definitely can. Especially if you're gifted with things like that, diba? Like if you're already like Pia Wurtzbach already and already participating in beauty pageants and things like that, no? But how is this possible, right? I listed one of the ways, I suppose, right? People have different opinions on how the power of manifestation or visioning comes to pass. But how does it work, diba? And what did these celebrities do in between para magkatotoo nga ang kanilang mga pangarap in terms of their career?
There is a thinking that they manifested this, and the topic of manifestation is all over social media. I
It
see
really
it all the
is.
time.
Yeah.
How to do it, what makes it work, things like that, how to make it your dream, your dream career, your dream vacation, how to
Mm-mm.
achieve this dream life.
Mm-mm.
Pero, effective nga ba itong mga manifestations?
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Seems like. Seems
Diba?
like.
And to help us answer these questions, let's welcome our special guest for today, a rising TikTok content creator, a UAAP women's football player under University of the Philippines, a professional model, and a fifth-year student taking up BS Social Work in UP Diliman. Guys, give it up for 21-year-old student, athlete, and model Bethany Talbot.
Woo! Welcome, welcome,
Woo!
Bethany.
Hello.
Bethany!
How are you, Bethany?
Good, I suppose. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
So
coming
happy
on.
to have you
Mm.
here. Yeah. I
Yeah.
love that you're taking BS social work. I'm sorry, I just noticed that
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
Social work, that's amazing. What made you think of applying for that?
Well, I am in my fifth year, and I was actually in BS Mathematics for the previous 4 years.
Mm.
So
Okay.
yeah, it took me a while to decide that that wasn't what I wanted for my future, and I couldn't see myself pursuing that in the future. So I took that hard, difficult decision to shift
Mm,
in my fifth year to be a social work.
At first I was going to say, I
interesting.
don't blame you, for shifting out of math, right? But then again,
Same.
after 4 years of doing
Same.
it, di ba, you
Yeah,
think na isang year na lang, tatapusin ka na to, di ba?
I know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
so, yeah.
yeah, everyone in my life was like, ang lapit mo na, tapusin mo na
Oo.
lang. And I
Mm-mm.
almost did, but something in me was like, I want to choose myself. I want to choose where I feel like I'd thrive more in, where I'd be happier, where I could actually see a future in.
Mhm.
So yeah, I literally chose myself when I decided to shift to be a social work.
I love that.
Okay, I have a question though. So you took 4 years in math, and
Yes.
then now you're in a fifth. Now you're a fifth-year student for BS social work. Does that make you kind of like a first-year student again?
Kind of, but I technically finished all my general subjects,
Your floating
minors,
subjects, yeah.
electives.
Okay, okay,
Mhm.
So
okay,
I literally only have majors left.
Major subjects.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. So it would be a maximum of 2 years, which, I didn't mind as long as
okay.
it would be something that I enjoyed.
Mhm.
So
Gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
Correct.
yeah. I don't mind the extra.
Well, I mean, while we're on the
Hmm.
topic though, so what made you decide to go into social work per se?
Yeah.
So I reached a point during the pandemic where I really felt like I wanted to study and pursue something where I felt I had more purpose in. And
Mhm.
I could not see myself, I don't know, I couldn't see myself doing anything with purpose in mathematics. I did
Mm,
like math growing up. It was my favorite subject. I thought that was something I wanted to pursue in college, but it did make me realize through those 4 years basically that it's not what I wanted. And I think it was important for me to go through those 4 years because I don't think I would have learned what I wanted if I wasn't in something that I didn't want, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
okay.
Makes
So
perfect
now
sense.
I'm 100% sure that this is what I want, and I don't think I would have felt that way if I didn't go through those 4 years.
See, that's really interesting because at least you had the sense to make a shift into something that you knew. For me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when I went to college, it was really just give me the degree so that I can
Mm.
apply for a job and show that I have a degree. I don't care about this degree.
Yeah.
That's how it was for me, at
Yeah.
least.
Mm,
Well, that's what I felt as well. Everyone around me kind of that was this advice that they were giving me, just get your degree, get it done with.
Finish na
And
lang. Oo.
Yeah.
yeah, just finish it. And I was holding on to that for a bit, but I really just chose myself. I said, you know what? I'm doing this for me and I'm going to do it. And I did it. So, yeah.
Perfect.
well, congratulations.
Thank
Yeah, yay.
That's
you.
solid. I mean, we're supposed to talk about sports now, but I mean, given that it is kind of like Miss Universe season, it kind of brings up that possibility. You know what I mean? Like you are a model,
Mhm.
you're in fashion, you're a content creator, and you're into advocacy mismo, BS social work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is
Mm-mm.
that something that you thought of in the future? Like, is that something you would consider to be in beauty pageants?
I don't think it was something I considered or saw myself doing growing up, but it was something I thought of more recently, just
Mm,
because the people around me um, kind of suggested for me to try it out. I
mm,
haven't tried it out so far, but again, I'm not
mm.
closing any doors. That's the person I am. I don't say completely no to anything because you never know what opportunities come your way or what
Yeah.
you'll
Mhm.
be feeling in a year's
Hmm.
time, in 2 years' time, even. So, yeah, definitely it's not a yes, it's not a no, but we'll see.
All right, guys. You
Love that.
to all of our listeners, you got the
Mm.
scoop here. My prescription ba sa life, okay? Bethany
Yes.
Talbot considers being beauty queen. Thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you. We got it.
Yes.
We got it, fam. We got the audio clip.
That's
No, I'm just kidding.
perfect.
No, but yeah, I mean, it all makes sense, right? It all makes sense, and I think that that would work out very well for you, especially since
Mhm.
you're very eloquent. You know, you speak very well, and and you're into social work, pa. So
Mhm.
seems like a
Yeah,
win-win for me. But
true.
you're into all of this is really your sports, right? Can you tell us about football and how your football journey started?
So I started when I was 6 years old. I'm basically in a football family. My older brother
Mm,
plays football. My dad played professionally back in England and started coaching as well.
well,
But I was never forced into the sport. I forced myself into the sport.
Mm.
Mm.
I At the time I was doing ballet. I was playing the piano, and I was just watching my brother play football. And I had to force, especially my mom. I had to force my mom for me to play football. As a fair-skinned little girl, my mom was like, "Please, anak, stick to ballet,
Wag.
please, please." And I was like, "No, I want to try this sport." So yeah, after watching my brother for a while, I forced myself into playing, and I eventually stopped ballet. I eventually stopped playing the
Mm.
piano, and football stayed up until now. So it's
Yeah.
my love, it's my passion. So yeah, that's how it
Wow.
started.
I imagine ballet helped though.
Yes, I was going to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
because
nice.
I wanted to ask because I remember when
Mm,
I was in school, a lot of the girls who were on our football team used
mm-hmm.
to take ballet. Like
Yeah.
it was a common thing, like, oh
Interesting.
yeah,
Mm.
we used to take ballet.
Talaga?
And
Mm-hmm.
then they
Mm-hmm.
pursued
And then
soccer. So
that's
Yeah.
so weird. I don't know. You know what? It could probably help. I mean, there's flexibility involved.
Mm.
So
and
I
you
don't
kick
know.
with a turnout.
Maybe that's what made me become a football player. But yeah, yeah.
You're right. Yeah, because you're used to a sickle. I'm just kidding.
Mm.
No, I mean, fun fact. Did you know that Arnold Schwarzenegger also he took ballet classes, um, to help him in
Totoo?
his posing? Yeah, for sure.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, and also I know that there at least a couple of NBA teams who have done like ballet classes to help them with their flexibility and stuff.
I
So
kind of want to see
actually,
that.
you kind of want to see that? No,
Bunch of
seriously.
NBA players, 6 feet and above, just,
Mm.
Yes. But
putting
it's
their
mostly in the
arms up.
leaping, I suppose, and the floor work, I
Ah,
suppose. No,
correct, correct.
um, because I don't know. For example, for you, Bethany, uh, did you have a lot of problems with injuries? Did
I
you
did
get injured a
not.
lot? Exactly.
Ooh,
Did
See,
not.
that's
that's a
Wow.
good.
big thing
Yeah.
because
The
if you're a ballet
stretching.
dancer, yeah, your mobility is
Wow.
amazing, your flexibility is on point. So and your movements are calculated, pa.
Mm.
That's so cool. I never connected those two, but I would think a few times na parang, why don't I get injured a lot compared to most
Yeah,
of my
Other.
teammates? So
nice,
yeah, yeah. Interesting.
right?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's why I keep getting
Ballet.
injured. Because my
So,
ballet game is
bago
not on point.
mag-football,
See?
mag-ballet
Oo.
classes muna.
Oo, mag-ballet classes muna
Ballet
tayo.
classes.
Correct. And you've
Yun.
been you've been playing since you were 6, which is
Yes.
such an early age.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did you manifest playing it professionally one day for your university?
Um, well, when I started playing immediately, I was like, this is gonna be my job. I'm gonna be a professional football player. This is my everything. And although I did not really imagine myself playing in UAAP, since I did grow up in a very small town in Bacolod.
Mm.
Mm.
So I only ever saw myself, staying in Bacolod, even taking university in Bacolod. And it's only when the opportunity came along that that's when I saw, oh wow, I guess I do have a chance to actually play in UAAP.
Yeah. What was it like
Mm.
Wow.
moving from Bacolod to Manila? Because I understand it's pricing pa lang, it's different already. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah,
there's so many differences. So how was that for you?
it was a crazy change for me personally. I again was forced to move because my older brother got a scholarship in Ateneo for football.
Hmm.
So my parents forced me to move as well from Bacolod to Miriam, so right beside Ateneo. So that's
Mm.
where I, uh,
Friendship bridge, sure.
yeah, friendship. So that's where I went. Started grade 8 up until graduating high school. I did not want to move, but when I did, I think I totally embraced it. I easily made friends, surprisingly, and the one thing that did thrive for me was football.
Mhm.
Mm.
The first year that I moved from Bacolod to Manila, I tried out for the youth national team, and that was the first every year that I was able to play for our country. So,
Wow.
coming out of my comfort
Wow.
zone really opened so many doors for me. And if I didn't agree to moving, as if I had a choice, but if I didn't move, I don't think I would have ever had those opportunities, like playing for
Mhm.
for the Philippines. So yeah, pretty
Wow.
cool.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Bethany, what else naman are you manifesting for your football career? Dream mo din bang makasali sa FIFA World Cup?
When I was younger, definitely. Again, I definitely wanted to pursue football as a job, as my everything. But as I grew older, probably even in my high school years, I did realize the limitations of pursuing football as a career, especially here in the Philippines and as a woman. It's only this year that we saw the possibility of our own women's team getting as far as the World Cup. So it's the first time that it ever happened, and I was able to watch it live. Actually, I was able to go to New Zealand and watch our very own women's national team play in the FIFA World Cup. Is it something that I still see myself doing or manifesting for myself? As of now, no. I don't really see myself pursuing football as a career per se. I definitely never want to stop playing. But as a career, I don't think it's something that um, I see myself pursuing. Yeah,
Is it just for now or like nah?
I feel like because again in high school, I didn't really see it as a career option.
Mm.
Mhm.
Your goals sort of disalign with how you work towards it. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
So
Okay.
if I felt like at a younger age the possibility was completely there, I
Yeah.
probably would have worked more towards it. But
Gotcha.
because I didn't see it as a possibility back then, I kind of laid down a bit.
Mhm.
Again, with the whole
Yeah.
manifestation, you really need a clear goal, which I did not
Mhm.
have in my high school years anymore.
Yeah.
So
Great.
yeah.
So actually, I think it's awesome that we're now talking about the topic of manifestation, right?
Mhm.
Because like
Mm.
there are a couple of different, I guess, takes on it. Like you have some who take like the very spiritual take, like I say it and therefore the universe will listen. And then you have the other camp that's more of like I say it and therefore my brain believes. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mm.
Mm.
And so I was watching and listening to a podcast earlier on about it, like scientific explanations for manifestation. And one of the things that the girl was saying was that when you, let's just put a vision board as an example, right? If you don't have a vision board and you have these lofty dreams, but you've never really made them concrete in your mind, usually the things in your mind that you haven't seen, that you're unfamiliar with, they induce fear, right? They can induce anxiety, and your brain, your body, they just want you to survive, right? So
Mhm.
so what you're gonna do is you're gonna be like, okay, you know what? Maybe I won't go there. But if you have your goals written down, you have some kind of a vision board or something like that, and you see it every day, you start to come to terms with, you know what? I can do that. You know
Mhm.
what? FIFA, that's within my reach. FIFA, that's a good goal. And every day you see it, you're like, you know what? Actually, yeah, let's do it. You know what I mean? So about manifestation, where are you guys on that? And
Me?
is it something that you
Okay.
all is it something that you all do? Like,
I
do you list
abide
down your
religiously
Okay,
to
go.
manifestation.
Go,
And the
go,
way
go.
I do it is
Mm.
the Lulu is the Solulu.
The
Delulu is the
Lulu.
Solulu. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
be
Mm-mm.
delusional. Like I tell
Mm.
myself, yeah, I'm gonna win an award. I'm gonna win an award. I don't know what it is, but
Mm.
in my head, I'm gonna win an award. Yeah, I'm an
Yeah.
award winner. Okay,
Yeah.
just wait. Ganon.
Yeah.
And the reason for that naman is, again, like you said in the podcast, they talk about manifestation in
Mm-hmm.
science. So in
Mm.
science, what manifestation is really is energy. If you are in a good place and you feel like this is something definitely that I'm going to achieve, that's something that's going to be coming your way. Or at least
Mm.
if you're in that space, you're going to receive things from a good place. So my energy is focused on what I'm about to get, not what I want, what I am getting. I'm
Hmm.
confident. Delulu is the Solulu. How about you
I
guys?
have so many questions about that. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Uh,
ako din
go,
naniniwala ako sa
Dekshan.
power ng manifestation. Talagang
Mm.
gusto ko positive lang, 'di ba? Para to attract then all the positive. Parang for me, ito yung parang ina-attract mo yung dreams mo into reality. Parang ano
Mm.
rin siya, law of attraction, 'di ba? Parang what you focus on, you attract. So, pwedeng
Mm-mm.
makuha mo din yun, 'di ba?
Okay. And you said, Bethany, when we were talking earlier, you were like, it's something that you practice. So, how do you practice manifestation?
One thing I can think of is um, I used to write on random pieces of paper
Mm-hmm.
what specific goals, very specific
Mm.
goals. I'd put them in random places and I'd forget about it. Um,
Okay.
and I think when I did this for the first time, I didn't intentionally do this as a manifestation practice. I
Mm-hmm.
just remember doing it just because I felt, you know, kind of senti, just wanted to write some things that I wanted for myself. This was back in high school. And then I remember after graduating, in a random drawer in my room, I found these random pieces of paper that I totally forgot about.
Mm.
And it literally shook me because everything that I written had basically already happened. And
Wow.
I'm getting goosebumps right now because
Wow.
I remember the moment I saw them. Like I completely forgot about them, but weirdly enough, I guess I manifested them into my life. So since that moment, I was like, wow, there really is a this sense of power in manifestation, whether spiritually or again, like me, I like believing that whatever you manifest, you gotta put the work into it as well.
Mm.
Mm. Mm-mm.
So yeah, I guess both did work for me.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
so curious. What like could you share one thing that you wrote?
So one specific thing that I wrote is I wanted to graduate on high school with honors.
Okay.
And back then,
Mm.
I was grade conscious, but I never really put high regard if I did or did not achieve that.
Mm.
I just wrote it because like it sounded cool, you know.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
sounded cool, you know, graduate high school with honors, I guess. And I actually did graduate high school with high honors. So
Wow.
Wow.
yeah, when I saw that, I totally forgot that I even thought about that when I first started high school.
Mm.
But yeah, it totally manifested into reality. What
Wonderful.
were the other things? I'm sure there was something connected to football. Oh yeah, one was I wanted to finally play in UAAP football,
Mm.
and which did happen. I think there were a few others that I forgot about, but those were the two significant ones that I can remember.
And you wrote this when you were still in Bacolod.
I think when I just moved.
Oh, when you just moved
When I
there.
just
Oh,
moved.
okay,
Oh.
okay, okay.
Yeah, when I just moved. Yeah, totally forgot about them. 4 years later, found them.
Wow.
You know
Yeah.
what I think that is also? Because you weren't so focused. Like, do you know how when they say if you want something so bad, coming from a place of need or desperation,
Yeah.
it
Mhm.
doesn't
Yeah.
come to you,
Yeah. That is
right?
Mm.
totally
Like,
true.
Dapat
I
Yes.
super
want, I
relaxed
want.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
the more you want it, parang mas lalong hindi ibibigay sa'yo ng universe. Parang
Yeah.
ganun no?
Yeah. You have to be grateful. So I think that's where
Yeah.
yours came from. Because you're just like,
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah,
wrote this down.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, that's exactly what happened. I totally agree with that too. Parang things don't happen when you want them so bad.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like I've felt that too with certain things that I've wanted so bad, but they just don't seem to happen the way you
Mm.
want them to. And the things where I'm just like, okay, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Or things that
Yeah.
you've thought once or probably even forgot about, which happened to me. And eventually they just happen, especially when you don't really have a certain deadline for things. Um,
Yes.
I've noticed when I'm not so in a rush for things, they they tend to eventually happen. So
Yes.
yeah.
So
Mm.
speaking of eventually happening, what about your venture into modeling? Is that something that you
Yeah.
always wanted to do as well, or is that something that just kind of came about?
That is another thing that I did not manifest for myself. I did not imagine myself doing or pursuing even as a
Mhm.
career, but it was something that I just enjoyed doing casually. I was always a kikai girl. I love dressing up. I loved makeup. I loved photos. Even in high school, when there'd be these high school fashion shows, I love being a part of those. When friends would have these small startup businesses, I love modeling for them. It was something I guess I always did casually and enjoy doing casually, but it wasn't something I thought I'd actually be doing professionally. And it was only until the pandemic where
Mhm.
the opportunity came to me.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
So you never did like, I don't know, commercial modeling as a kid,
No,
nothing like
never.
that.
Because again,
Oh.
football was my everything. I always
Mm.
said no to everything because I wanted all my time to go to football. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
Wow. That's powerful in itself,
yeah,
actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
So now you're doing it and you're a content creator as well.
yeah.
Um, what are some of the things that you want to achieve in your modeling career? You know, um, yeah, Vogue, cover
Ooh,
Vogue,
amazing.
Yeah,
raise
I
awareness
mean,
for something. What's the goal there?
so when I started, um, I didn't even have clear goals even in the few months I was starting modeling. And it was only until I started achieving things where I realized, you know what? I guess it looks like I could really do something with this and I could really pursue a career with this. And it was only until then that I started being more clear with my goals.
Mm.
Um, because I wasn't really so aware of what you could do with modeling, I guess, especially in the
Mm.
Mm.
Philippines. Um,
Mm.
and so now, what I want to do with modeling, I mean, I guess that's something very specific, being on the cover of Vogue, that would be amazing. But something I do want to do is probably venture out internationally when I'm done with school. But
Mhm.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing here now. I'm still studying, I'm still playing football here. So everything that I'm doing here right now is everything that I want to be doing right now. So
Aw.
yeah, I'm just enjoying where I'm at as of the moment. I'm at a point in my life where I find it hard to plan things too far ahead
Mm.
because you tend to forget about what's actually happening in the moment. Um, so I try to have that mindset. Yes, a little planning just to kind of steer your
Interesting.
way, but nothing too concrete where you would, I don't know, get to the point of being disappointed with your
Mm.
achievements. So that's worked for me a lot. Being
Mm-mm.
present, just having a few goals in mind, but nothing that would ever, um, I don't know, mess up with what I'm doing now. So
Some general
Yeah.
goals
yeah,
instead of
general
like
Yeah.
goals.
super specific.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it sounds like if you were to go on an out of town trip with your friends, you would be the kind of person who wouldn't want to have a fully booked itinerary. Is that correct?
Oh my god. Kind of no. I'm such a
What?
control freak when it comes to
No
stuff like that.
way. That's
Yeah.
so because that's like the opposite
I
of what you just
know. No,
said.
yeah, literally, that is why I'm trying to be more fluid
Oh,
because I am such a control freak. I am that person
Ah.
who plans
I see. I see.
itineraries to the T.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, so because of the pandemic and realizing that everything can change in an instant, and even modeling itself, it came to me out of nowhere. So that's when I realized, things can happen, again, out of nowhere, and
I see.
you have to be more fluid towards those things. So
So this
Correct.
is like a new headspace for
yes,
you
it
right
is.
now
It is a very new headspace
that you're
for me.
exploring right now.
Yes, yeah.
That's good. Like
Cool.
cross the bridge when we get
When we
there,
get
kind
there.
of.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
I
Resist the
love that.
urge to cross it now and
Yeah.
and plot out the path along the
Yeah.
bridge.
Yeah.
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 I love
That's
it.
fun.
No, because you also said earlier that you're just open to everything, right? You're
Yeah.
not closing any
Mm-mm.
doors.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to ask because this is coming from someone who did corporate for 3 years.
Oh,
Okay. But I felt like I had to do it to know that it wasn't for me. So
okay.
for you, BS social work, do you see yourself entering the corporate world at any point or do you have any career goals in this path?
It was something that um I thought I'd be doing, or I thought I needed back in high school. That was the plan, was to go into corporate right after graduating college. But learning more about myself now in college, I realize it's not something I want to do. Um, I'm into more of a, I don't know if it's the control freak in me, but again, I want to be more in control of I guess everything with work. I like that I'm in control of my time with modeling. You can say yes or no to certain work. Um, I like that even while I'm studying, it's a very flexible schedule.
Yeah.
So yeah, going into corporate, I don't think, as of now, I don't think it's something I would want for myself. With BS social work specifically, it's I've looked into it. There's a lot of different work you can do. You can go into nonprofit organizations. You can
Mm-hmm.
start nonprofit organizations yourself. I mean, it's a course, it's a degree that you can use, I guess, also adjust towards your own lifestyle. Not in
Mm-hmm.
a bad way, but um, you don't necessarily basically have to go into corporate for be a social work. So yeah.
Yeah.
Can you share with us naman your experience of being a working student athlete? Balita namin kasi you
Yeah.
start your day as early as 4:30 a.m. Tell us
Correct.
about how your typical day is like.
Well, simply it's difficult. It gets very difficult. Time management is key, but I am used to time management since I've been playing football since I was 6 years old. So um, the only schedule I know is busy schedules. I don't know what it's like to
Oh.
go home after school and do nothing or just
Mm-hmm.
schoolwork. I'm used to having school, having training, even the weekends, going having games, traveling to different towns during the weekends, and then having to go back to school on a Monday. That's what I'm used to. So starting modeling was kind of just an extra to that whole time management. And thankfully with college, there is a bit more flexibility with class schedules since you are able to some extent, choose your class schedules. But what I like about modeling, content creation as well, even, is that you are able to work these things around each other. The only thing that you can't work around is training schedule. That is 6 a.m. in the morning to 8. But I mean, who has work or school that early in the morning? So I don't. Um, and that's the only reason why I'm able to do that and everything else after. So
That's so crazy though. Can I just
Wow.
say just right off the bat, 4:30 a.m. you
Mm-hmm.
start your day
yeah,
and then you got this super packed schedule and it's physically demanding
yes,
pa.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah,
And then you got college to
yeah,
to worry about. And then you have content creation.
yeah,
And then you have your modeling stuff.
yeah.
I'm like, wow, where do you get all that energy and how do you just keep going? That's insane to me. That's so wild to me.
That's so
Yeah,
wild. That's
yeah,
so
I
wild.
need I definitely need like crazy sources of energy for this. I mean, obviously rest is important, but
Mm.
realistically, I got to get some energy somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild. Like for a 21-year-old, you have so much going for you, right? Um, and in content creation as well on TikTok, it's become a big part of your life as well. And it seems like it's through your content as well that we're able to see your journey and take inspiration from you. All these everybody can see you having this crazy schedule, um, juggling all these different things, right? If you could give everybody a piece of advice when it comes to hustling and pursuing their dreams, what would it be?
It's really to give yourself no limitations. I mean, if you don't try something, you would never know what you're capable of. If I didn't, if I stopped myself from doing these things just because I felt like they would be too tiring or it wasn't something achievable, on paper, it seems like doing all these things is almost impossible, but it's really not. As long as you try and don't limit yourself. You'll never know what you're capable of. And that's what I discovered about myself. I honestly have learned so much about myself with doing all these things. And it's amazing. Even when people ask me these questions, how do you do it? I don't even know. I honestly don't even know. I just do it. And it could be the same for any of you, for anyone. Just do it. Literally, just
Even me,
try it, just
Bethany.
do it.
Even me.
Even you, Justin, even you.
4:30 a.m.
Oh my
Go to the
gosh.
gym. Be done at the gym by 8 a.m.
It's possible. It's possible.
Okay. If you say so, I'm gonna take your word for it. Try
I
it.
will
You try
also
it.
like to attribute it to Bethany's youth compared to us. Compared to us. Ah,
Oh, matry na lang. Matry natin, Aaron. Malay natin.
yeah.
No, you know why?
4:30?
Because let me just say, Aaron, okay? The 4:30 a.m. thing, it's not just a 20 years old thing. This is like a practice of like Marines,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
CEOs, freaking Mark Wahlberg, you know what I mean?
Yogis.
Interestingly enough,
Yogis love getting up that
yogis, yeah,
early.
for sure, for sure. Like they like to get up really early, get everything done right away, and then just have like this super energized day, no? So kaya yan, Aaron. Kaya yan, Aaron.
We'll
Kaya.
Okay?
try.
We can.
We'll
We
try.
can.
We'll
Bukas
try.
4:30 AM na rin tayo gigising
Well,
lahat.
wag bukas, wag bukas. Maybe next week. maybe next week. Okay, so no, that's crazy. So you wake up at 4:30 a.m. What time do you go to bed every night again?
Around 10:30,
Okay, okay.
supposedly.
Supposedly. So let's just say it's like 11:30. Yeah, 11:30, 4:30 a.m. all the way to 11:30. That's pretty much a power-packed schedule every single day. Where do you get the energy?
So waking up in the morning, I already think about my whole day, everything that's
Mm.
going to happen, my training, my school, if I have a shoot that day, if I have content creation to do. But it really helps if I start my day right away with, taking vitamins, taking Enervon. And that already gives me that extra boost of confidence that, I'm able to take on this day. I'm going to have all this energy. I'm going to be able to slay, do all these
Yeah.
things. Like, yeah, I definitely love taking Enervon for the start of my day.
You know what? Like I said earlier, science does explain manifestation in the form of energy. So the way to do that is by attracting positive energy so that we can get the things that we achieve. We have to come from a good place, from positive energy when we want something. So I think that is basically what we need to focus on, the positive energy, be in that positive space. No?
I like
Yeah.
positive energy. I like
I
positive
do. I
spaces,
do.
healthy energy. Speaking of energy, I think it's just as important to take a multivitamin such as Enervon. It provides healthy
Mhm.
energy and immunity, which are essential in order to keep up with busy schedules and perform daily activities.
Tama ka dyan, Justin. It contains B-complex vitamins and ascorbic acid that can help convert food into energy that the body can utilize for numerous physiologic processes such as respiration, digestion, blood circulation, immune system response, and as a fuel for physical activities. So these vitamins can really boost the body's healthy energy and immunity. And lastly, it will definitely sustain you as you chase your dreams, regardless if it's a big or small one. Nourish both your mind and body as you turn your dreams into reality.
I think
For
enough said.
any age.
For any
Mm,
age, for any age. Okay.
any
Yeah,
age.
yeah. into reality.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, I love that. And you know what? What I really like about our conversation today was to attract good energy, keeping both physical and mind healthy. It's para ma-achieve natin yung mga dreams natin. We have a lot of dreams that we want to achieve.
Yes.
Dreams.
In our life. I believe that. I believe that, Aaron, and I support our dreams and our dream chasing. And I think that our fast doc segment for today will definitely test our guest's energy and resolve and see how sharp she
Boom.
is. Ladies and
Boom.
gentlemen, it's time to play Fast Doc. Okay, what's gonna happen is this. Doc Sheree is gonna be asking Bethany a bunch of questions in rapid succession. And Bethany, what you have to do is you have to answer as fast as you possibly can. Bethany, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Doc Shar, are you ready?
ready. Okay, so let's start our fast doc. Playing football or modeling?
Oh no! Football.
Football.
Considers entering the show business?
Yes.
Favorite athlete?
Harry Kane.
Favorite model?
Bella Hadid.
Bella Hadid.
Bella Hadid.
Favorite energy-giving food?
Ooh. The pressure.
The pressure. Five.
Kamote.
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 Wow. Complex carb. Okay.
Instagram or TikTok?
TikTok.
Maginoo o medyo bastos?
Woohoo.
Maginoo.
Okay, single or in a relationship?
In a relationship.
Manila or Bacolod?
Bacolod.
England or Philippines?
Philippines.
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 Umaaraw o umuulan?
Umaaraw.
The most important item in your Kikay kit?
Inhaler.
3 things that keep you going in life?
Family. Football. Sleep.
If your life right now is a type of weather condition, what would it be?
A hurricane.
Wow. Okay. Having a healthy and positive energy is important because
It keeps you going.
I am Bethany Talbot and I believe that one day
I'll be a top supermodel.
Bethany Talbot! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Bethany. That was a lot of fun. Thank you. And we believe
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
You can do it.
Yeah.
I'm manifesting, putting it out there.
Put it out
Yes.
there. Let
gonna
your brain
happen.
believe it.
Ooh.
I hope I can
Accept
go
it.
The
back to this
Lulu
one day.
is the Solulu.
I
Yes.
really like that though. Delulu is the Salulu. I believe it. I believe it. Delulu responsibly? No?
Yes.
Not even responsibly?
Well, it
Not even
depends on what you
responsibly.
want. What do you
Oh.
want? Yun
I-
eh.
I-
Yan ba?
What do I want, my Aaron? What do I want? That's the question. And the answer is, it's not that simple. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Bethany
you so much,
Talbot,
Bethany.
ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Bethany. Thank you. Thank you.
It's been a
thank you.
joy.
Guys, thank you so much for having me. I super enjoyed all our conversations.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Grabe si Bethany. That schedule is intense. So, Doc, Aaron, may prescription ba sa life?
Yes, meron. Ako, yun na nga, I really, talaga, believe in the power of manifestation. Kasi parang it's like you are also attracting your dreams into reality. So you can also attract all the success na pwede mo ma-achieve in life through positive self-talk and visualization. And isipin din natin na we've already achieved our goals. Tapos magugulat na lang tayo na nangyayari na pala ito sa life natin. Let us all practice positive thinking because it has something to do with the law of attraction. Sabi nga nila, what you focus on, you attract. Diba?
Yeah, I agree. Manifestation has worked for me so much, and it was so nice hearing about the topics on social media on how science explains it. So, there are so many ways to explain how manifestation works in your life. But what I like about about it the most is that it gives you confidence. I can achieve this. I can do this. And when you
Yeah.
come from a place of confidence and not arrogance, right? Confidence, then I feel like that's going to come to you anyway. Whether because you're so confident that you can get it, you have manifested it into your life. So there's no other option but for it to happen.
I like
How
that.
about
That
you,
makes
Justin?
sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. No, what I like, my
Mm-mm.
takeaway from Bethany, apart from her crazy schedule, is I like when she said she kind of made those notes, right? And she was like, okay, I want to be in the UAAP one day, things like that, and then she totally forgot about them, and then they happen, right? And so I don't know. I'm a big believer in like journaling and just writing things down as well. And I really think that when you start to write things down, and when you start to visualize things, it does unlock things in your brain. Number one, it unlocks things in your brain. It shows you na parang, oo nga, it becomes a thought exercise eh. Na parang, oo nga no, pwede, kaya. 'Di ba? And then next thing you know, if your brain says you can do it, then your body starts to move also. Hopefully, 'di ba? If you're not tamad, 'di ba? Which is why you need which is why you need a good regimen to keep you energized. And I think it's absolutely perfect that the partner of this campaign, this Unlock Your World campaign, 'di ba? Is
Mm.
Enervon. Is that and like I said, I really love our bonding moment about how we like that Enervon is sweet, literally like the taste. Like once you pop it in, you're like, oh, I feel energy already, right? And again, the more energy you have, I think, and the more you know that these opportunities are there and they're there for the taking, you can go. It's easier to get out of your comfort zone when you have enough energy to do so, diba?
Correct.
Love it. So
Yeah.
life is too short to limit yourself and stay inside that comfort zone. There you go.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
unlock your world and
Unlock.
explore it. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. We hope that you enjoyed this season of My Prescription Ba sa Life? Real Talk to.
Bye.
Bye.